Ooh, you are listening to Keith Price's Curtain Call. Okay, first of all, for y'all who are listening to this, let me just tell you first that Ms. Vanessa Williams cleared the room to talk to me. I can't.
You must have silence.
Oh my God, I'm having a moment. Just give me a moment. I'm going to pull it together. Miss Vanessa, are you kidding? Miss Vanessa's been that way for me for about 5 years, because that's as far back as we go. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh my God, this is Keith Price for Keith Price's Curtain Call, and we're at the Horton Foote 100th anniversary party gala celebration. And I'm standing here now speaking to, first of all, I can't even believe she's even talking to me, Miss Vanessa Williams. And of course, a veteran of Horton Foote just recently with Trip to Bountiful. With Cuba Gooding and Cicely Tyson, Tom Wopat, right? Yeah. And Miss Hallie Foote, correct? Yes, his lovely daughter, who is also in her own right. She writes plays as well, and the actress. It's amazing. This is a wonderful thing. I was going to say for you especially, how is this to look and see your father's life being celebrated in such a wonderful way?
Oh, it's wonderful. I'm just thrilled. I'm so grateful to Vanessa. She, I produced Trip to Bountiful, and she was a big champion of the play. She showed up all the time at interviews and for things like this, and she was wonderful as Jessie May. I couldn't have done it without her. So.
But also, Hallie did play Jessie May, which was a big, it was a big challenge for me to not only work with a producer who was the daughter of the playwright, but also recreate a role or create a role for the first time for my, on my part that, Hallie had done. So.
What do you think, speaking with Miss Vanessa Williams and Miss Hallie Foote here at the 100th celebration, the 100th anniversary, actually, celebration of Horton Foote? You were talking about doing this play, and it's like for you to step into this role, there's been, this retelling that they actually did with the African-American cast, which I thought was genius. Like, I would have never thought that would have worked for people to find the whole feel still the same story. But for you, recreating that role with her standing over your shoulder, I mean, how were you able to kind of block what you thought she was going to say to you, and then also take what she was saying to you and really, really dig in and make that character your own?
Well, honestly, I had to actually approach Hallie and say, I'm sorry, but I can't get you out of my mind. And once she said, you're doing a great job, make it your own, then it was kind of, okay, now it's a new production, I'm not being judged, and it's up to us to organically come up with a fresh approach. And obviously, as you talked about it translating to an African-American story, it was seamless. It was colorless. So a white audience had come, a black audience had come. Everybody saw a little bit of their dysfunctional family within Trip to Bountiful. And they see the pride, they see the struggle, they see the yearning and the nostalgia, and everyone could relate to it. So it was one of those seamless transitions from the original Broadway cast that was over more than 50 years ago to when we did it in the same exact theater 50 years to the day.
Amazing. That's Vanessa Williams with me here on the Curtain Call, and we're all sitting here celebrating the wonderful Hallie Foote's father, Mr. Horton Foote. At this point now for you, you're acting and writing as well, right? Your sister writes. But have you suggested to her some new characters for you since, you want to keep everything in the family?
No, she's a wonderful writer, though, like my dad, and she writes great parts for women, which is what my father did, I think. And I know Vanessa, I think you felt that way. Yeah, I mean, he writes terrific parts for women.
So that was like your experience then, I was thinking as you just said that about him writing great parts for women. So being a daughter and with your mother, was there a really wonderful connection between him and you guys as well? Because
he was a terrific father, and he loved my mother very much. And I think a lot of his women, this one particularly a certain kind of strength he observed in women. He got that from my mother and his mother, my grandmother as well. Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm not going to keep you guys too long because everybody's probably out there going, where is Vanessa? She was sitting here. But I have to tell you, thank you, first of all, Miss Vanessa, for giving me the right stuff. See, I didn't want to go there. Okay. Did want to go. He got the look. Ow. We were due. That's how far back we go.
Number 1, 1988. That's where we go.
Oh, changed my life. And to be able to stand here and just to tell you thank you for everything. When are we going to see you back on stage? I missed you at Lincoln Center. I was very upset with myself, but
Great night. Lincoln Center was great. Actually, I'm doing a little bit of that, and my next album is going to be kind of my version of the American Songbook. So we're getting that together, and hopefully it'll be out by next year. So that won't be theater stage, but that'll be my musical stage, and then I'm doing a new series, a television series based on Sarah Jones's book called Satan's Sisters, and I play the lead role in that. So it's loosely based on a daytime talk show. ... So guess who I'll be playing?
all right. Well, again, Miss Hallie, what do you have coming up? Are you producing anything we're doing?
I'm doing a play at the Arena Stage called Camp David.
All right.
And then I'm doing my dad's play, and we start rehearsals here in August.
That's right. All right. Well, again, there's going to be pictures galore. Go to primarystages.org to find out what's going on. One of the plays is going to be produced.
They're producing The Roads to Home here. Right. That's my father's play.
So and there's just all in the family in this place, let me tell you. So again, if you have an opportunity, like I was just saying before, Google Horton Foote if you don't know who he is, because you need to know. Especially if you're saying you love the theater, you need to know. So we will be back in a moment.